Hey, what up, everybody? I hope everybody having a blessed evening. I hope everybody had a blessed night. Just kind of coming from a place of gratitude tonight. You know, I was had a, first of all, again. Last time I speak about this, I want to thank everybody for, for their prayers, and thank everybody for being so nice and so kind and thoughtful and awesome. Love and appreciate all of you. Thank you for everything. Got to my daughter's house, and people had sent flower arrangements from all over the country. Thank y'all for your concerns. Every single prayer, every single call, every single, I tried to return all of the text messages. Thank everybody for all the support from all the comedians, all the support from all of the people in the industry. Thank you, Shaq. And Martin, thank you. Anita Baker, thank you. Anita Baker, just everybody, classmates, frat brothers, my chapter, Syro brothers, Kappa Beta brothers, Alpha Phi brothers, YE brothers. Appreciate everybody. And other family members, and just so grateful tonight because I guess God just has a way of reminding you and allowing you to see what it could have been. And it was just so eerie yesterday because, I pay attention to everything. I can be talking and laughing and looking around, and I notice and pay attention to everything. So I'm at my daughter's mom's, and at their townhouse on yesterday, and people had sent so many flowers, and then Turkey Leg Hut had sent food, and Jack and Jill sent food. Different people baked cakes and stuff. And I'm looking at all the food and all the flowers and just kind of how somber it was. And yesterday was Saturday. It just hit me. I just said, God, I just want to thank you because this could have been a repass. It could have been a repass. I'm just so grateful and thankful to God for his grace and for his mercy. I'm just a humble servant. I love God. I just appreciate him because yesterday was a repass for a lot of people. A lot of people had to go to the cemetery on yesterday. My daughter got shot last Sunday night. And yesterday, Saturday, was probably, if something would have went left, that's what it would have been. And just to see all the flowers and all the food there, gospel music playing, coming out of one of the speakers. My daughter's mother listened to a lot of contemporary gospel. And it was just, that's what it felt like. God just probably allowed me to see what it could have been. And I'm so grateful and so thankful because my biggest fear on this earth, and I hope God just don't ever allow me to experience losing a child. And I'm just grateful and thankful tonight The other thing is we all start therapy on next week, because I think we all was so traumatized by this. So I want to encourage everybody to get therapy and get the help that you need. We all start our therapy sessions on tomorrow. I know I'm definitely going to therapy and going to get counseling. We just trained as black people that it gets better with time, and Jesus is gonna work it out, and just turn it over to the hands of the Lord, which you do. God created counseling. God created therapy. And it just kind of conjured up all the way back. I was only 2 years older than my daughter when I got shot in 95. And it brought all that back up. Then I started thinking about for some strange reason, the death of my grandmother, and started having feelings about that again. If a doorbell ring, if a cell phone ring, anything that's quick and sudden, my daughter's mother jumping up and nervous and butterflies in her stomach. I'm jumping and nervous and butterflies in my stomach. You know, my daughter be fine for about 2 hours and then have a crying spell. And we all going to counseling, going to get help, because it has affected us. And I just really want to use this video, first of all, to thank God and thank you. But I want to tell people, I don't care what you're going through. If you have a death in the family, you can pray. God created counselors. God created therapists. Go and get help. Go and get therapy. Go and sit down and talk to somebody, because you have professional people that's trained to help you get it out and help you get through what you're getting through. Where you won't have post-traumatic stress disorder. There are some exercises that I found about that counselors do with people where they won't have PTSD. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to getting the help that I need, where I won't be jumpy and paranoid, and I'm literally scared to walk to my car and go to work in the morning. I'm nervous and scared to walk out the door, and when I get to the garage, looking around, thinking something gonna happen, got my key in my hand, my key on the panic button. Just all of the anxiety that come with that. You know, maybe you be thinking like the dudes that shot your daughter is coming for you. I don't know, just all kind of crazy thoughts. Or just somebody random driving to work that early in the morning, scared to get to a traffic light, hoping all the lights green. So, but we definitely gonna get therapy. So, cause these butterflies and these little miniature panic attacks is real. And I know what she, hey Sonia, I know what she dealing with. I know what she going through. I know how she feel. It's crazy. You can be laughing 1 minute and watching TV and cracking a joke and everybody laughing and smiling, and then you turn around and you just jump, and all of a sudden, whoo, whoo, like some butterflies, and your chest just stopped. Like where this bad feeling coming from? What am I, what's this? Why? We was just laughing. And then the anxiety that I felt when I had to leave my daughter today, get on the plane, I get in the car and drive away, and you feeling bad about something, but you don't know what you feel bad about. Like, will your daughter be safe? How's she gonna feel? You can't lay in the bed with her to hug her, to comfort her. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's I don't know what kind of anxiety this is, But I want to just use this video to encourage people. If your mama died, if your daddy died, if you lost a kid, if you lost grandparents, if you've been in a car accident, if you've been molested, mistreated, picked on, bullied, church hurt, any of this stuff, you need to go and sit in a chair and seek therapy. Anything that was traumatizing to your life, you know. If your grandmama died and we just trained to get over it, grandmama died, she was 90, I don't care if she was 90, she was gonna die anyway. That's trauma, that's a loss. Your grandmother been in your life your whole life. If just because she's 98, that don't mean that you don't need to go to counseling. You ain't never suffered a loss like that before. Your grandmama don't die every week. That ain't nothing that you get used to. That's the first time your grandmama died. That's the only time. Your grandmama only gonna die one time. You know, the choir up there singing, I'm going up yonder, and people start walking the flowers out of the church, and then they come rolling the casket out of the church. And you supposed to just, that's normal. And you supposed to get through that and get past that. I'll never forget that. Man, when them funeral directors came and rolled my grandmama out of that church, I felt my organs shutting down. And I regret that I did not go and get counseling and seek therapy for it. And then, so I went through that. And I'll never forget it. I was on stage at the Erie Crown Theater in Chicago. I just did a show. I can't remember who all was on the show. And I did good that night. I performed. I was funny. Did the show. Thank you, Chicago. Good night. Standing ovation, everybody clapping. It was some years ago, about 17, 20 years ago. Walked on stage and walked in my dressing room and lost it. Just got a standing ovation. Just 6,000 people up in the Erie Crown. And I'm 2 minutes later, standing ovation. 2 minutes later, I'm backstage. Like tore like completely apart as if my grandmama just died that night. You know, just like I was the other day at the radio station. I'm doing a show and I was having a good show. All right, y'all, 15 before the top of the hour, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up next. We got your front, whatever. And I'll never forget, I played 50 Cent in the club. Doom, 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 doom. Start playing 50 Cent. I'll never forget, this was Friday. I played 50 Cent. And as soon as I took my headphones off, all of a sudden, like, it was like somebody whispered in your ear, hey man, somebody just shot your daughter. And I just lost it. I couldn't think straight. And that was Friday. My daughter got shot Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. In the middle of the morning show, I played 50 Cent. And the butterflies and anxiety just hit me. I'm making this video right here to just beg people to please, if you went through anything in your life, man, please go to therapy. Crystal Mullen has good therapy. Yanetta Smith with a Y has good therapy sessions. It's some wonderful, awesome. It's some therapists good therapists on here that can help you with this stuff. You know, you don't have to go through this stuff by yourself, and then because it's gonna come now or it's gonna come later, and you don't want it to have an effect on how you live because you haven't dealt with it. You know, so I just want everybody, Natalie Gilchrist Hearing, Patrice Short. There's a lot of great therapists on here. Please go and get therapy. Please, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna talk about it on the radio tomorrow. Please go and get help. Please go and sit down and talk to somebody. Not have your pastor pray for you, that's fine. You know, prayer do change this thing, but God created therapists. Please go and get the help that you need. Sit down and talk to somebody and work it out. So, I'm sitting up here. I want to go to bed, but I'm having a little bit of anxiety, like I feel like I'm scared. I'm in my apartment by myself, but I'm kind of freaking out, like I feel like somebody gonna come through the door, or when I have to go out the door to go to the radio station in the morning, like I'm just kind of freaking out. So I'm here by myself and going in my bedroom, locking my bedroom door with the phone set on 911. I'll dial 911 if anything happened. I can hit that one. I don't know. I'm just tripping. So I'll feel better, you know, once I go to therapy. And then the last thing I'm gonna say, I hadn't even got to the anger part, right? So I'm dealing with the part where I go into protection mode and crisis mode, and out of that, reality set in that it actually happened. And then now I'm going through anxiety mode. I hadn't even got to the part with the niggas that shot her. I hadn't even got angry yet. My whole thing about the ones who shot her and shot in their car, I'm like, I can't deal with that right now. They're gonna take care of themselves, because that's the life that they living and what they doing. And I appreciate the Bible scriptures, but I just pray to God, directly to God, and get therapy and stuff. I appreciate it. But the guys, they're gonna take care of themselves, because if that's the life that they live in, that's gonna take care of itself. They're gonna either go to jail or be dead or something. If they catch them, fine. If they don't, I don't care. I hadn't even got angry yet. I hadn't even dealt with that part. Maybe that'll kick in when I get an opportunity to sit in the courtroom and look at the suspect, and you know, hopefully they getting charged with attempted murder. And you know, that's one of the problems. You know, you can read the Bible and stuff when you're going through stuff like this. That's good, but therapy, and that's been one of the problems. We'll make sure you read this and trust in the Lord and lean not unto your understanding and see. That's fine. All of that is fine, and that's great if that worked for you. But that's one of the problems. We do that, but we don't go and get therapy. We don't go and get help. So I'm talking about real therapy. You know, the Bible makes sense and make you feel good, let you know that God is still in control. I just pray straight to God and then seek therapy. So that's where I am. I love y'all. Good night. Thank y'all for listening. I just wanted to use what I'm feeling as a message for, you know, everybody to go and get the help that they need. I love y'all. Good night. I hope I get to see y'all in the morning. You know, I actually sit in I can see some of y'all in y'all car in the morning. I know what some of y'all need a black ice in y'all car. Some of y'all car stink. Some of y'all got Capri Sun packages on the back seat and cheese nips on the floor, pacifiers, Kool-Aid stains in your seat. Some of y'all mirror dirty. All that stuff I can see in your car. I be in the car with you. And some of y'all car stink. Go get y'all a black ice. The baby in the back seat ain't got his seat belt on. You don't never put the baby next to the youngest baby a seatbelt on, and you got him back there giving the other baby that sour bottle, and y'all be driving to work laughing at me. I can see through this radio. I can see through the radio. Y'all putting on makeup, texting and driving, all that kind of stuff. You know, tomorrow is crack your damn window day. Crack your window. Crack your window. Let that car air out some. Turn that AC off and stop using up all the Freon, and let that car air out and leave the windows cracked when you get to work. I'm telling you right now, I can see inside of your car. Some of y'all digging in y'all nose. Some of y'all rolling blunts at the light. If I could talk about the stuff that I see in y'all car when y'all have on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Some of y'all ladies who radio is real low, you don't have on no underwear. Some of y'all need to go get a Brazilian wax. All that kind of stuff. I got to deal with all that stuff. I got to look app that I can look in and see in some of y'all car. Some of y'all have popsicle stains on y'all t-shirts. Some of y'all don't have no bra on. Some of y'all titties look like church socks filled up with mud. You understand what I'm saying? I can see in y'all car when you listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, and it's a damn shame, and you need to do better. Wash your ass before you get in the car and listen to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, because I can see you. Y'all have a good night.